This is Jen Snyder Gibson, and we're coming to you live from the Brand Builder Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina with the Breakfast Club Beat. All right, so anyone that gets a chance to be with us today, I promise you are going to be hungry when we are done with this one. Miss Lindsay Anvik.
How are you?
Hi. So I'm just going to start this one off by saying you are my hands down favorite person ever to get charcuterie boards from. Miss Lindsay is the creator and founder of Babe and Butcher. So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, this is great. So tell me, how long ago did you start Babe and Butcher?
It's been 7 years.
7 years. And I think you and I met probably maybe 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
So what was it that you woke up one day and said, I'm going to have this passion to make charcuterie boards for all of Charlotte?
It was by accident, for sure. I was making them for friends and family, and when your grandmother says, this is great, or your mom, you're like, okay, sure, but will anybody else buy this?
Yeah, your grandma and your mom are always going to be
of
like
course,
big fans, right?
They're your biggest
is everyone
cheerleader.
else going to want to buy this from me?
For sure. And so we were doing something for 21 Foundation, which is a cancer nonprofit here in Charlotte, and I just decided to do some food for a fundraiser for them, and everyone was asking who the caterer was, and it was like, well, maybe this is something. Maybe this is bigger than I thought. Maybe this could be something exciting.
Well, I'll tell you, I remember the first time I was at an event and I had one of your boards and I started to ask, like, who did this? Because you're on another level. Oh. Like, living in Nashville, I tell people, oh my goodness, how do we get Lindsay in Nashville? With the amount of people and events and nonstop entertainment that's going on there. I've been in your ear for
I would love
3 years at least. Like, you have to get there. No one's ever done it. I've never seen the level of creativity and love that goes into making charcuterie the way you do.
Well, thank you. I think being part of people's special events is really an honor. You get to sort of be a part of someone's wedding, their birthday, their anniversary, even a date night. Just being part of a memory is something that's an honor. It's exciting to be part of people's lives in that way, and I think food brings people together.
Yes, absolutely.
And it brings conversation. It gets us off our phones. I love all of that about being in the industry that we're in, and it's part of the reason why I love charcuterie.
So let's talk a little bit about like the food side of what you do. When you decided you were going to go with this business, how do you pick where you're going to buy your meats and cheeses from?
Some of them were recipes that I'd already sort of created. So that was sort of our start. And then
So you would make cheese?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. We have some that we make.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Not all of it, but some of it.
Okay.
And that sort of started to be some of our signature things, and we're always adding new things.
So how long have you been making cheese?
Since we started.
No, but I mean, like, were you just doing this like as a teenager? Like,
No.
Wow.
I never even worked at a restaurant. I never wasn't a hostess. I didn't know anything about being in a restaurant or food.
That's really interesting. I love that. So how do you decide like, when you have, for instance, Molly Grantham's book release party, that's on another level of how many feet was that?
I think it was 45.
Yeah, 45 feet of just awesome yumminess everywhere.
Maybe more.
How do you decide how far in advance you're going to buy that product? How do you put it out? Because that's very time consuming to do, right? So how do you get it out? You know how like people always say meat gets the meat sweats? Like,
right.
How do you make that so it looks good for like several hours? Or in all that time that you're setting up, knowing, okay, people aren't going to be here for a little bit. How do you keep it to look so perfectly fresh?
We take it right from the walk-in. So that's the one thing. We always make it and then we put it in the walk-in to cool down so that it gets as cold as possible. And then I push the time as much as my heart can stand to without having a heart attack to set it up where I know I have a little bit of wiggle room, but that it'll be out as short a period of time as possible so that it'll be as fresh as possible and look as good as possible. And then teammates, we have a great staff. I don't do this alone, so the staff is phenomenal. And
how many work on your staff?
I think we're up to 10.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So when was it that you decided to start doing brick and mortar?
It was during COVID. We were getting more and more, we pivoted from boards to boxes, and we were getting more and more requests for individual specific types of boxes. And we were like, customization is a huge thing. And I feel like just like with Chopped or with any sort of fast casual, people want it how they want it. Other people, they don't mind coming in and ordering from a menu, but people really love customizing things. And we were thinking we needed a bigger space anyways. And we may as well, if we're going to be there making boards for catering, we may as well be there making boards and boxes for the public.
Sure.
So it sort of naturally rolled into that because when we were looking for a bigger space, we decided to have a front of house too.
I love that. And I think the way you've set up your Park Road location it's so inviting to someone when they come in too. It's like you brought up Chopped. You can go into Chop, which I love, and it's like a salad bar of yumminess, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you come into your place and it's a salad bar of meat and cheese, right? And you just pick what you want, and it is unbelievable.
Yeah. And what's great is our customer base is so wide because kids love it, adults love it. It's been a great experience. We weren't sure necessarily who our target audience would be for walk-ins, and it's been everybody that seems to enjoy, picking out what they like.
I felt like this was several years ago. I would watch some of your social posts, and you started posting like it was Valentine's and St. Patrick's Day. And I saw you doing boxes, and I think this might have been during COVID. You were doing boxes that weren't charcuterie boxes of typical meat and cheese, right? And you started doing these really creative, colorful, it's like sweet treat boxes. And then I saw you start pushing these for people to buy for loved ones for Valentine's or for teacher boxes. Yeah. And I was like, she's really onto something. Like, it was like I could see your business starting to evolve when you did that. Because then when you look at a 12-month calendar year, you can touch on something almost every month, every season, every type of thing that's going on, whether it's graduation, the holidays. I mean, you name it, there's a reason why someone can buy from you.
For sure. And then Charlotte also, I feel, and the South in general, they're generous with gifts. They just, we love to give gifts, for anything. And so capitalizing on that was important because people were asking us. It's actually sort of how the core idea came out, because people wanted something they could give to a teacher, or they were buying them for teachers anyway. So we're like, how can we make this an even better option? And customizing them has been fun. And now they always want something new. They're always asking, what are you going to do new? So now we're already thinking about Halloween and Christmas. And
oh, for sure.
We're already doing it.
It was when I saw she's got a way to really sustain this into a long-term business, because you were going to be able to offer something in addition to your boards. And your creativity and artistic touch makes it look so good. People don't care what they're going to spend. They're like, okay, this is like the perfect gift. Wrap it with a bow, and I'm out the door.
Yeah. And we try to be mindful of making all the options, something from $15 to $150 or $250, so that whether you're getting something super nice for a client or you need 10 teacher gifts, we have them.
Yeah, which I love. I think you have such a unique niche in Charlotte with the nonprofit space. Mm-hmm. I feel like every nonprofit works with you. Doesn't that make you feel so great?
I mean, it feels good to work with them. I mean, this is our community. Yes. So giving back to them means so much to us. There are definitely things in particular we're the most focused on: cancer, kids, homelessness, that are some of our main charity focus. in terms of what we like to give, but it is special to be part of that. And we know what an impact they have on our community. So anything we can do to help, it makes us feel really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You were a part of our Breakfast Club family several years ago. And I've just always been in awe of what you've been able to do, because I think it's a hard hustle when you are, a small business, and with what rent costs in these high traffic areas to be able to do brick and mortar. I have just always admired what you're able to do and how you started this, just you and your husband.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is my other half. Rob was in the restaurant business for 20 years. So he knew everything. When I knew how to be creative, but he knew how to sort of make the numbers work and things like that. And so without the other one, it wouldn't work. It's sort of that yin and yang for sure. And I think you have to realize that you're always going to be on a roller coaster with being an entrepreneur, no matter what. And if you can just stay on the ride and keep on there and know that even if you're in a low, it'll go back up, that is how you survive, because it can be really easy to want to just get up when it's low, but it never just levels out, because you always are then in a place of growth, or a pandemic hits, or an election, or who knows. So you have to always sort of be enjoying the ride, knowing that you're always on it.
Absolutely. I know there's been several times during fourth quarter and the holidays where we'll talk, and it's pretty much by text, because you don't have 5 seconds to actually get on the phone. Do you have a rough idea of just say the month of December alone? What would be a typical amount of events that you would be doing during the holiday season?
We often do 3 or 4 a day.
Wow.
Yeah. And hundreds of boards a week. So
on top of that.
Yeah. So sort of thousands by the end of Q4, which is...
Think about that.
It sort of blows your mind to
Lindsay.
think about how many pieces of cheese that I've put down on boards. You just can't believe it. But like I said, it's not just me. The staff is a huge part of making all of that happen as well. But it is, Rob always teases me. He says, I remember when you had 2 boards to deliver in a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, and you were freaking out about being able to get it done. And now you can make 2 boards in 10 minutes and be fine. Yeah. So it's the journey has been fun.
Okay, so you just made me think of something. So everyone loves getting all these boards from you, and you're doing hundreds in a month. Do you get sick of it yourself? Do you even want to eat one at the end? By Christmas Eve, are you wanting to eat one?
Well, you should see what I give my family. It's like a block of cheddar, and it's so bad. I don't even bring them a board. They're just like, what? Because I can't make one more.
Yeah.
The staff and I try not to eat it all the time, so that when I do eat it, if I'm at an event or I'm going to a charity event, I can enjoy it. Because if I eat it because I touch it, I mix it, I put it out there, you can get sick of it. So I try to only have it once in a while. And then I really do enjoy it. I'm like, I forgot how good this is. Okay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I always like to try to share some fun stuff in people's personal life as well. Okay. And I know that you have had an amazing addition to your family in the past little bit of time. Mm-hmm. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah. My daughter, Sienna, just turned 1. She is a joy. The best thing that's ever happened to me, to my husband, to, it has been beautiful to watch her just grow throughout the year. And it was a long journey to have her, and we weren't sure we would be able to, given just my age and fertility issues. So it was a huge blessing. Science is an amazing thing, and we feel very fortunate that it worked in our favor.
She was a long time coming for you guys.
She was. We were waiting for a long time for her, but she's so happy to have her here.
That's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. And you guys have a couple dogs at home, right?
No longer. We are waiting until she's a little bit older, because she gets so excited with animals. If she sees a dog, she's like, and she scares the dog or the cat. So soon, very soon.
Nice.
We've been looking at adoption pages all the time. And she carries around a little cat or a little dog with her almost everywhere she goes.
Nice.
So it's only a matter of
Animals
time.
are always the way to people's heart.
I
That's
know.
for sure. That's awesome. Well, Lindsay, this has been such a treat.
Well, thank you.
To have you with us today. And for anyone that gets a chance to watch this on our YouTube channel, we will be posting some amazing pictures of Lindsay's boards as well. So if you live in the Charlotte area, please reach out to Lindsay at Babe and Butcher, and everyone at your next party will just absolutely love it.